Alright, it is Skwatter from the Sprites Templar back with another game. This is JB Herald Murder Club. It's a mystery game. Let's do it. Boosh. Alrighty. Murder Club. Oh damn. Bill Robbins. Male. 34 years. Cause of death. Excessive hemorrhaging caused by repeated stabbing to the back. Oh diddle da damn. Here we go. Ram damn slam. Hey! Sliding from side to side like it was the James Bond logo. Oh damn. I'm encoding this in 720p 60 frames per second 1.2 megabits per second because the original movie file for Dungeon Explorer on Sega CD was 3 hours 12 minutes and it was 93 gigabytes. That's gonna max out my hard drive, my peeps, so I finally realized that I could change settings in Shadowplay, and now I think that this is going to be, depending on how long I go, could be just a couple gigabytes entirely, so that's pretty cool. Starring JB Herald. Jackass buttfucker Herald. Oh my god. Murder Club. Taking a while to get to all of these credits, you know. Co-starring Catherine White. Jad Gregory. And looks like C. McMahon. I was gonna say it looks more like Denzel Washington. D. Anderson. This fuck B. Taylor. No first names, I guess, huh? You know, nobody dresses like that at the time that this is set. Pardon me. Murder Club. Oh man. CD technology, huh? Hello? 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 Now what do you think about that? The murder of Bill Robbins. Bill! Who killed this Slick Willie? Oh damn. I wonder if we're going to expose ourselves to danger by taking this case on there. This crime is JB's first case. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, we've seen that title card before. Finally. Oh damn. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, I'm not sure if I need to press a button. Let's try it. Oh, maybe not.
Time the victim was found. 8:05 a.m. on the 9th.
Oh, damn.
Location: the parking lot near the back entrance of Coolington College, a suburb of Liverpool. Victim: Bill Robbins, 30. President, Robbins Trading Company Limited. Cause of death: massive blood loss caused by multiple stab wounds to the back. Weapon: sharp object.
Yeah.
Approximate time of death: 1 a.m. on the 8th.
What are those people
Thorough
doing at that
investigation
time?
has been conducted. Many problems are anticipated.
Oh, yes. Hi, JB. How's the investigation going? You know, if anyone can solve this case, you're the one, says Catherine with a smile. Well, nobody else is going to do it. Now, I looked in the instruction manual, and if you go here to narration, you can have them narrate in Japanese while reading English text. We're going to put English narration. Good. Continue.
You mean to tell me that you don't know who the murderer is yet?
Shut up!
If you keep working at this pace, people are going to lose confidence in you. Solve this case soon, or there are going to be angry folks knocking down our doors.
Shut up, Taylor, you balding bastard! Alrighty, so, where should we go? Yes, it's in the record room. Okay, let's go to the record room, I suppose. The paper-filled room smells musty. There's got to be something in here. You tell yourself staring at the dishearteningly large pile of documents. Okay, let's look up a record. Unsolved cases. Rape at Downs Hill. Okay.
Downs Hill Cemetery. On April 23rd, 1983, at approximately 2:30 in the morning, a Ms. Sarah Shields, age 21, was beaten and raped by an unknown assailant near the Downs Hill Cemetery. The aggressor fled when a security guard making his rounds came by. Ms. Shields was found lying on the ground, unconscious, with severe wounds to her face and torso.
Oh, damn.
Ms. Shields could not give a description of her attacker. He was never identified.
Okay. Look record. Let's try the stolen goods now. Passenger car.
Object stolen. Automobile. Ford. White. 1986. Reported stolen by Robbins Trading. Location of theft. Parking lot. Robbins Trading. The lock must have been broken and the car stolen from the parking lot.
Okay.
Object stolen. Wristwatch. Japanese made. Reported stolen by Grand Hotel. Manager, Robert Osborne. Location of theft. Unknown.
Oh, damn.
The watch disappeared from the personal effects at a hotel. Stolen object. Butcher. Reported stolen by Bigger's Store. Owner, Danny Day. Location of theft. Inside the store.
Bet his last name is popular in the inner city communities.
The owner claims that the knife was stolen from the display area.
That's usually how it happens there. Return cop room.
You look dead. Excuse the expression. Are you close to putting a lid on this case?
Who knows? Message. English. Put me on with somebody who speaks English! I was gonna see if we could change the volume balance, but guess not. Continue.
Hey, Harold. Do you intend to spend the rest of your life working on this case? Hurry up, will you? We're busy here.
Shut up, Taylor, you dumb bastard! How many times do I have to tell you?
We got a lot of things to do in case you haven't noticed.
I'm sick and tired of you, Taylor, you jerk. Well, let's go out, okay? You hit the road in search of leads. Yeah. Alright. Well, I suppose, college would be the best place to go. Yeah. E. Robbins. You are standing in front of Edward Robbins' mansion. Move. You hit the trail again and continue the investigation. Where's this? Bigger store? No. Oh, damn it! I want to get to the college. Robbins Company. Maybe it could be down here. Yep, the college. Well, that's where his body was found. Let's go there. You were standing at the entrance to Hoolington College, the school where the body was found. Alrighty. Let's look. The campus is vast and beautiful. Oh, wow. Enter.
Good to see you, Inspector.
Alrighty. Mr. Security Guard by the gate. Ask, look. You notice a rather ugly bust of the college's founder. Okay.
It's good to see you, officer.
Alright. What is your name?
Morton Bradley.
Alright. Mr. Morton Bradley.
Morton Bradley.
Okay.
I'm 50 years old.
Name.
I'm a security guard at Hoolington College.
Cope. Do you know your blood type?
My blood type is B.
The fuck? Why are you asking me these questions, huh?
I have a wife and 2 daughters. Fishing, working on my car.
Okay. Special skills? Huh. Kind of a little bit useless, huh?
I come from Bethesda, Maryland.
Yeah.
I don't belong to any, sir.
Do you know Bill Robbins?
That's the man whose corpse I discovered. I just opened the car door and he fell on me. I've never seen a dead man before. He gave me the shakes.
Alright. Don't see how that's relevant. Alibi. Alright.
I had the night shift. I was finishing my round at about 2 in the morning when I noticed the car. Right about the time I found Mr. Robbins, I heard a car screeching off. I couldn't get a good look at it, but I'd say it was blue. I had a
Discovery.
weird gut feeling, so I went to take a look inside. When I opened the car door, the body fell on me. Gee, was I surprised.
Gee Willikers, huh?
Robbins was killed somewhere else and then dumped in that car. That's what the coroner would say. The victim was a big man. I don't know if one person could handle that alone.
Dame with the mate. Okay. Alright. I suppose I've gotten everything useful out of this guy. Let's go over to Bill Robbins' house. Or, let's go to the scene of the crime. Ooh, the scene of the crime has been thoroughly cleaned. You see nothing that would indicate that such an incredibly brutal murder had been committed here. There was nothing of any use in solving the case. You light up a cigarette and take a look around. You can't find any clues and aren't hit with any great inspiration. That's just a staggering lack of imagination there, good sir. Alrighty. You leave campus. Let's move. Let's move. Okay, so I think, what was it? Nope. Bill Robbins' place. No, that's Bigger's store. Robbins' company. Bill Robbins' house. Alright, let's go over here. You arrive at the victim's house. Okay. Let's have ourselves a crooksy. Okay. Look. It's clearly an expensive house. Enter.
Can I help you?
Asks the man who comes to the door. Ask Fred about...
I'm Fred Robbins. After my brother died, his wife Janet went to stay with her parents. I'm house-sitting for her.
Okay. Occupation.
I'm 30 years old.
Occupation.
I work for the HH company.
Okay.
My father, Edward. My late brother, Billy. My sister, Kate. My brother-in-law, Michael Holding, and Pamela, our housekeeper, who's just like family to us.
Interesting.
I belong to the White Hawk Club.
Bill Robbins.
Can't believe he's really dead. I guess it just hasn't sunk in yet. Why would anyone do this?
Who knows?
My father is totally absorbed in his work. He cares more about the Robbins Trading Company than anything, including his family.
Well, here's another Robbins.
Ever since the murder, she's been staying with her parents, Carrington. Her parents say she's in bad shape. Doesn't eat, doesn't sleep. They're really worried about her.
I'll say. Not familiar with any of these people. You're there. Alrighty. What about you? You ain't got an alibi.
The night it happened, I went out to a movie. Ended about 11 and I went right home. What theater? It was the Gaslight Theater.
Interesting. Okay.
I have nothing to tell you. I hadn't talked to Bill in a while.
Of course,
I don't know what you're talking about.
they'll probably say that for a bunch of things.
Yes, I drive a red Ford.
Okay, so it's not blue then. Well then. Alright. Suppose we should go to the guy's company then. Alright. Move. And I have a terrible memory. Where is this company? Nope. Nope. Alright, Robin's company. Let's do it. You arrive at the trading company that the victim used to run. Let's have a look-see. There are a couple of new cars near the entrance of the building. Okay, let's enter.
How can I help you?
Yeesh. Get a load of this guy, huh? Talk.
If it's about the deceased CEO, you should ask the president. He's in the back room. Please step this way.
The employee leads you into the president's office. The president glares at you. Oh, what an asshole. Okay.
What is it?
Ugh. What a jerk. What is your name?
Edward Robbins,
Nice to hear it.
60 years old, president of the Robbins Trading Company. Blood type? I don't remember. It rarely comes up in conversation. I have 3 children. My 2 sons, Bill and Fred, and my daughter, Kate. Work is my hobby.
All work and no play make Mr. Robbins an unhappy character there, bud.
I have a private pilot's license with over 4,000 hours of flight time.
Oh, damn.
I was born and raised here. I'm the managing director of the local branch of the Chamber of Commerce.
Bill Robbins.
I don't want to talk about my son anymore. If it has to do with Bill's work, ask his secretary, Shelley McDonald.
Well, then.
Now that Bill is gone, Fred is heir to the Robbins family business. He'd better shape up or we're in big trouble. Janet is still young. She has to get over Bill's death and start a new life for herself. I don't want to talk about my son anymore. If it has to do with Bill's work, ask his secretary, Shelley McDonald.
Alright, alright.
Wonderful girl. She seemed to be on good terms with Bill. He's the family doctor and also an old friend. He's taking the day off. I don't know him. Who's that? Just another lousy writer who can't sell any books. I think his work is a bad influence on the younger generation. That night, I went to my friend James McBain's place. I came home around 11 and went straight to bed.
James McBain.
McBain and I have been friends since we were boys. McBain...
Oh, okay. At least you can skip the dialogue if you've already heard it.
No, nothing. Please catch whoever did it.
Well then. Alright. Well, I suppose we've done everything we need to do here, there. Go out. You leave the company. Let's move. Oh god, okay. Gaslight? Well, there you go, Gaslight Theater. You arrive at a rundown theater on a busy corner. Movie posters are plastered near the entrance. Maybe they're porno movies. You hit the trail again. Oh no, I didn't want to do that, damn. Enter. There we go.
Can I help you?
Asks the young woman at the ticket counter. Alright. Hello. There are only a few customers in the shabby theater.
Hi. Daisy Ernest.
That's a weird way of spelling Ernest. Okay.
I go to Hoolington College.
Oh.
My dad knows Mr. McBain, the man who owns this theater.
Okay.
That's how I got this job.
I see.
My blood type is A.
Oh yeah, she'd know that?
My parents and my big sis. Movies and modern dance. Look, I just got my jazz dance instructor card. Not a bad picture, huh?
Right.
I was born here in Liberty. I'm just a simple small-town girl.
Oh, of course.
I belong to the Hoolington College Cinema Club.
Huh? Do you know Bill
The
Rollins?
man who was stabbed to death? I read about it in the papers. It's creepy to think the murderer is running loose.
Certainly.
I don't know him. I don't know him. No, I don't know her. We went to the same high school, but she was a couple of years ahead of me.
Simon Randall.
I don't know him.
Let's ask about James McBain. That was one.
Mr. McBain is never here. His home? I think he lives near the college.
Okay. Well then. What about your alibi?
It ended around 7 o'clock that night. Nick picked me up and we went for a drive.
Okay.
The only thing I want to add is, you know, you're really cute, Mr. Harold.
I'm arresting you for sexual harassment.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a car.
Alright. Well, if that's the case then, let's go on out. Let's go on out. Let's move. Okay, let's go to the Hotel Grand. And now, where the hell was that? Oh, there you go. You take a minute to stare at the luxurious hotel on the bank of the Liberty River. The front of the building is all windows.
Welcome to the Hotel Grand. What can we do for you?
Asks the manager. You are impressed with the luxurious surroundings. Okay.
What is it?
Alright. What is your name?
Robert Osborne.
Okay.
I'm 54 years old.
Okay.
I'm the manager of this hotel. My blood type is A.
A lot of A's.
I have a wife and 2 children. I like to do a little bird watching now and then.
Oh.
I never forget a customer's name or face, even if I've only met him or her once. I was born in the California wine country, Kenwood, California to be exact. I sometimes meet with a group of hotel managers.
Interesting life you seem to lead, good sir. Alrighty. What is your... do you know?
Mr. Robbins came here on occasion. In fact, he had reservations for the night it happened. We had prepared a room with a king-size bed for him. You can imagine his death was quite a shock.
I'll bet.
Edward Robbins is one of Liberty's most prominent and respected citizens. He stops in from time to time. I don't know him very well. I don't know her.
Okay. Let's try James Bain.
Mr. McBain is one of our shareholders. About 20 years ago, his father died and left him the movie theater. This is probably unrelated, but the night of the murder, one of our guests stayed out past 2 in the morning. A nervous man. His name is Manuel Barkley.
Manuel, not Manuel. Batmanuel.
The night of the murder, I was here working. Yes, all night. Yes, one of our guests did report a missing watch. It was, thankfully, a false alarm. We were able to find it ourselves. Thank you for asking.
Well then.
TheraShield stopped working here soon after it happened. I know him. He has been staying here for the past 3 weeks.
Okay. Let's try this guest room here. It's a comfortable looking room. You are impressed with the luxurious surroundings.
Yes? What is it?
What is your name?
Manuel Barkley.
Okay. Let's ask him about Bill Robbins.
I read about it in the newspaper. A man got killed, right?
Oh, he's a fucking Indian guy. Oh my god. Let's see. What is your alibi?
In my room.
Oh yeah?
I have nothing to tell the police. For the 10th time, I am just a tourist.
You mean terrorist?
I don't know.
Makes me a little suspicious there, bud. Alrighty. Well, let's try going to Edward Robbins' house. Maybe there's something there. Let's go on the move. Alright. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was somewhere over here, maybe. That's Bill Robbins' house. Oh. Right, let's go to Edward Robbins' house. You are standing in front of Edward Robbins' mansion. Well, let's look. You guess that 20 people could live there comfortably. Yeah. Ain't that true, huh?
What do you want?
Asks a middle-aged woman before opening the door. Alright.
Don't just stand there smoking that stinking cigarette. Go out and find the murderer.
Well, jeez.
Hand me a
Okay.
I'm 55 years old. I'm the housekeeper.
Ah, I see.
My blood type is O.
Yeah, that's the O positive is the most common.
The Robins are my blood.
Well, that's not really useful information right there. What about your alibi?
Mr. Robbins and Freddie were out, but I was home all night. When did they get in? I don't know. I must have been asleep.
Okay.
Well, there is something that's been bothering me. The night of the murder, I called Janet.
Oh.
She was sobbing and barely coherent, but she kept insisting everything was okay. It was just awful. The Robbins family had absolutely nothing to do with that incident.
I see. Alright. Do you know Edward Robbins? holdings.
A terrible, dreadful
Thing.
Can you imagine the pain his father must be going through?
Yeah, he's real broken up about it.
You don't see many men like Mr. Robinson. I always told the children they were lucky to have such a fine father.
Interesting.
Ah, so right, kind and good. The Robbins Trading Company is doing even better business. When people say, you just
Interesting. Janet, didn't she say?
can't dwell on it. You've just got to put the whole thing behind you.
Alright.
She's fine for a young woman. A credit to the family.
Let's try.
Dr. Rand is the Robbins family. His clinic is located near here.
Okay.
She's a saint to work with difficult boss like Bill. You probably know whose fault it was that her little sister died.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm James McBain.
He's a friend of Mr. Robbins.
Okay, that's it. Huh?
I don't know.
Well, let's try this Manuel.
You know, I believe that someone with that name came here to see Mr. Robbins. You know.
Well then. Interesting indeed. No. Don't have enough. You leave the huge mansion. I don't have enough evidence for a warrant yet. Alrighty. Let's go to the Holdings house. Oh damn. Nope. I have terrible memory. I can't remember what any of these places are. Is that the police station there? Yeah. McBain. The Holdings. Okay, let's go to the Holdings here. You are standing in front of the Holdings house. The lawn is lovingly maintained. Yeah. Can't really rely on a whole lot of young people to do that nowadays there.
What can I do for you?
Asks the poised woman who answers the door. Alrighty. Oh my giggity god.
I'm glad you're on the case.
I'll bet. What is your
Hey,
name?
Gordon.
Okay. How about your
I
family?
live with my husband Michael and his parents.
Uh-huh. Your organizations.
I'm a member of the Anemone Club.
Let's try your
I was
alibi.
home the whole evening.
Alright.
Well, there is something. The night Bill was murdered, I heard someone leave the house. I think it was around 10:30.
Not 10:31. Okay. Well, let's see who she knows. You know Bill!
I still can't believe anyone would murder Bill. Although I knew there were some people who didn't like him.
Right. Fred.
He works for the H Company. I think he's met someone that he really cares for. He's been hinting that he may get married soon.
Oh yeah? How so?
He works
Janet.
for him. It's been terrible for him. I wish there was something I could do to make her feel better.
Okay. Let's try old Eddie.
He can be stubborn at times, but he's a good man and a good father. Unfortunately, he and Bill didn't get along. They kept getting into arguments over business.
I see. Well, Shelley McDonald.
She used to work for my brother Bill. I've heard she lives by herself in an apartment near Hoolington College.
Okay. Let's try Simon Randall.
Dr. Randall is the Robbins family's doctor. It's a local women's group that my mother-in-law organizes. We raise money for charity.
Isn't that special?
Well, there is something.
Yes, we saw this one. Okay. What about... Let's try Tony Holding. The person you asked for appears.
Oh, you want to talk to me?
You bet your ass I want to. What is your name?
Tony Holding.
Oh, yeah.
I'm president of the HH company.
Okay. What about your alibi?
I was home all that night. I didn't go anywhere.
Is that right?
I did go out that night. I guess I forgot. I had promised to meet someone. Who was I supposed to meet? Well, I did. I hate to say this, but Bill really flaunted his extramarital affairs. I wonder whether it had something to do with his death.
Ooh. Well then. Do you know Shelley McDonald?
She used to be Bill's secretary. They were always together.
Maybe extramarital affair, huh? Well then. Let's call Lucy Holding.
What is it?
Name. Okay.
I live with my husband Tony, my son Michael, and my daughter-in-law Kate.
Okay.
I was feeling under the weather. There was a party the night before. You know how that is. I spent the entire evening in bed.
Okay.
It's probably beside the point, but I wasn't feeling well the night of the murder, so I called Dr. Randall's office. But nobody answered. Nobody was at his house.
Yeah, back when doctors used to make house calls. Do you know...
I can remember Bill and Janet's wedding as if it was yesterday. Such a beautiful ceremony. And to think that now that sweet young bride's a widow.
Well, maybe she could have run into a bunch of money based off of a life insurance thing, huh?
That doctor, he's one of a kind. Always ready to lend a helping hand. No, he took in the daughter of a friend of his who died.
Oh, nice dude, huh? Let's try old Tony.
He hasn't been feeling well since the murder took place. He doesn't seem to be getting much sleep at night either. I'm really worried about him.
I think I've got a concern for him as well. Well, I keep hearing about this doctor that goes everywhere. Why don't I go and see him? I am following a walkthrough just to let you know. Believe me, I'm not clever enough to figure this out on my own. You leave the house. Let's move. Well, there you go, the Randall Clinic. You are standing in front of the Randall Clinic. The light shining on the clinic gives the building a cold, antiseptic look.
Oh, it's you, Inspector Harris.
Says the doctor as he appears at the door. Alright. What is your name?
Simon Randall.
Okay.
What do you want from me? Simon Randall.
Alright, let's do his family.
My wife died 5 years. I don't have any children, but my assistant, Susan McNally, lives with me. Like a daughter, I do.
Interesting.
I was here until late. I don't think I left the office until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Alright.
Yes, I drive a blue Mercedes.
Well, I'm gonna arrest you now, shithead! We got an airtight case on you! Alright. But, it was not to be. At least not yet. Do you know Bill?
I'd known him for years. He was like a son to me.
A son that you killed, maybe.
Edward and I are old friends. He's a stubborn old geezer. If he gets an idea in his head to do something, he won't quit until he's
Interesting. An obsessive, huh? Suzy Q.
gone home for a little while. My house is right around the corner from here. These questions are getting tedious.
I don't care, shithead. I'm the police. I can do whatever I want.
That crazy old bachelor? He's one of my closest friends.
Interesting.
That's Bill's secretary. She's an attractive young woman.
Okay.
I don't know her.
I see. Alright. Let's go to Simon Randall's house. Maybe we can learn something from Susie. Nice to live so close to work, eh, Randall? There's a blue car parked in front of the house. Well. Well. Yes? Questions the young woman, looking at you suspiciously. Alrighty, right. Wow.
Yes.
There you go. I was wondering if they recorded her just saying that.
Susie McNally.
Okay.
I'm 24 years old. I'm a nurse at the Ramble-play. Both my parents have passed away. I don't have any brothers or sisters either.
Well, what's your alibi? Truly.
Nothing in particular. I don't have a car.
How about the car out front there? Do you know? Bill!
I only talked to him once when he came to the clinic to have his appendix removed. I wish I could be of more help.
Yes, I bet you do.
He's a good person, but I don't know him very well. My father and Simon were close friends. When my father died, Simon was good enough to help take care of him. Help me to make him well. He's been just like a father to me.
Why don't you tell me again about your alibi?
I didn't go anywhere that night.
Well, she said she didn't go anywhere, but She didn't say that she was in her room. She could have been in a different place in the house. Alright, well, now let's go to Edward Robin's house. And I thought it was up here somewhere. Edward Robbins. Yes.
Who is it? What do you want?
Okay.
Pamela?
Alright.
I may be old-fashioned, but I can't say I approve of her morals. It doesn't take her long to get to know a man. You know what I mean.
Alright, how about Shelley?
Saint to work a difficult boss like this. You probably know whose fault it was that her little sister died.
Oh yes, I already went over this with her. Okay. Shelley! Let's go to Bill Robbins' house. Bill! You arrive at the victim's house. It's clearly an expensive house, okay.
Please come in.
You again. Alrighty.
I'm Fred Robbins. After my brother died, his wife Janet went to stay with her parents. I'm house sitting for her.
Your alibi.
Oh, I guess I didn't go straight home. After the movie, I drove around for a little while. About an hour, I think. Yes, I drive a red Ford.
Oh, yes, okay.
She's the nurse over at Randall's clinic. She's really beautiful, isn't she? She's gorgeous.
Alright, well. So we've got a few alibis that have changed. Let's try going to the house of God. If all else fails, you look for divine inspiration. Let's go on the move. Alright. I don't necessarily remember coming across a church so far. Police. Those two islands, I guess, are completely useless. Shelley's apartment. Oh, here's the church. You arrive at a small picturesque church. There are a few people in the area. Alright.
I'm sorry, my son. You just missed the service.
Says the priest who approaches you. A peaceful aura fills the chapel.
There's something troubling you now. Feel free to talk about it.
Course there.
Casting it brown.
Casting it brown there, boy. Let's have yourself an alibi.
I was here, of course.
Of course.
Come to think of it, yes. The night of the murder, I heard the sound of a car coming from the graveyard.
Graveyard.
Very unusual at that late hour. I hope it's not related to Bill Robbins' murder.
Okay. Let's ask him about. Do you know?
Mr. Robbins' funeral was held here. I pray for his soul daily.
I see.
God bless him. He's made donations to this church and many worthwhile charities. He's a serious young man.
Is he? Let's try Susie McNally.
Her father is buried in the cemetery behind the church. She goes there often to put flowers on his grave.
Okay. Susie McNally. Well then. Let's go to the Carringtons' house. Hopefully there won't be a massive coronal mass ejection. Go out. Actually, I didn't remember seeing you.
How is the investigation progressing?
Asks the priest. If it says go other place, you are already there. Okay, I was wondering if I could go to the graveyard through there. Because I didn't see it on the map there. Let's move. Let's move. Let's go to the Carringtons' house there. Ah, there's the cemetery. McBain. Soon. The Carringtons. You arrive at the house of the victim's in-laws. You are in a typical suburb. Suburbia. Okay, enter.
Come in, Officer Harold. Thank you for your effort.
Says the graceful woman who answers the door. Okay.
How can I be of help? Martha Carrington.
Alright. Tell me about your family.
My husband Joe, my son Ralph, and my daughter Janet.
I want my family back. Do you know? Bill!
What can you say about a tragedy like that?
Really?
He's a kind man, even though he's suffering through his own loss. He's shown such concern for Janet's welfare.
Janet.
After Bill was killed, Janet came home. She needs the support of her family now. I just wish there were more we could do for her. It breaks my heart to see her suffering this way.
Yes, yes. Isn't that always the case?
He's working today. My husband operates the home estate agency downtown.
Let's try out her alibi.
I was home all evening. My husband came in at about 11 o'clock. No, nothing at all. My husband Joe, my son Ralph, and my daughter Janet.
Sometimes they say you have to ask in sequential order.
I was home all all evening. My husband came in at about 11 o'clock.
Says that I need to ask her about her son Ralph, but I'm not getting a thing from her.
Yeah? What's up? Ralph Carrington. I'm 21 years old. I go to Hoolington College. A.B. I live with my parents. I have a sister, Janet. I don't know. I like doing lots of things. I'm a great third baseman. I play for Hoolington College. I was born in Boston. I belong to the school psych club. We study criminal behavior.
Oh, so he's familiar with it, huh? Let's try Janet. Person you ask for appears.
What? Janet Robbins.
Okay, let's just see. Call someone else. Ralph Carrington, here we go.
Lately, I've been worried about him. He's been keeping to himself a lot, locking himself in his room.
Well
No
then.
idea what's going on inside his head.
Interesting. That makes more sense. Alright, so. Call back. Let's do Janet Robbins. Yeah, sometimes they said in the walkthrough that you need to ask them several times.
Janet Robbins. I used to have a husband. Now I'm left with a father, mother, and brother.
Okay. What's your alibi?
I was home all that night. I tried to wait up for Bill, but I must have dozed off. I was woken up by a phone call from the police, telling me that my husband had been murdered.
Well then. Oh, bye.
What do you mean? What sort of thing? A knife?
Uh-oh.
I don't know anything about a knife. I joined because Kate asked me to. I used to have a husband.
Okay, I'm supposed to ask about their marriage.
I don't want to talk about Bill right now. I just can't handle it.
Marriage, there you go.
I met Bill at my father's office. He was so handsome and nice and mature. Before I knew it, I was in love with him. I was so sure we'd be together forever.
Right. Okay.
A knife? I don't know.
Thing about a knife.
My father was terribly upset when Bill and I decided to get married.
Uh-oh.
He opposed it all the way.
Well then.
I don't want to talk about Bill right now. I just can't handle it. I don't know her. Look, I'm tired. I can't think straight. Can we do this some other time?
Interesting indeed. Well, let's get that other guy, Ralph. What is your...
Ralph Carrington.
Okay.
Why are you asking me this? I didn't do anything. I went out with my friends, and I got home pretty late.
Do you know Bill?
To be honest, I hated his guts.
Uh-oh.
The guy was a dirtbag. Still, I wouldn't wish death on anyone.
Well, hating his guts, dirtbag, huh? Interesting.
My sister's in lousy shape. She's cracking up. And I don't want to talk about it, okay? My sister...
Okay, well, let's stop
He's
it.
kind of a recluse. Not too good with most people. But he's been great to me and Janet.
Interesting. Shelley!
She used to be Bill's secretary. She's a very reliable, bright woman. And nice, too. And working for a jerk like that.
Susie
I've
McNally.
seen her with Bill at the Hungry Fisherman.
Well then. McBain!
Never met him. Never met him.
Well then. You asked for appears.
This is the second marriage for both of us. My first husband died when Janet and Ralph were about a year old. I married Joe 10 years ago.
Okay.
Lately, I've been worried about him. He's been keeping to himself a lot, locking himself in his room. I have no idea what's going on inside his head.
Okay. Let's go to Shelley McDonald's apartment then. Not this place, no. Shelley! Shelley McDonald's apartment. You stop in front of a white concrete apartment complex. You note that it's just a short walk from Hoolington College. Well then.
Yes?
And questions the blonde woman who answers your knock.
Yes, what is it?
Alright.
Shelley McDonald.
Alrighty. She seems a little stressed.
My parents died when I was young. I had a sister, but she died too.
Let's do. What's your alibi?
I took the day off work and went shopping. At about 6 o'clock, I stopped by Big Burger and then headed home. That was my evening.
Alright.
I don't want to marry anybody. If you knew about my sister's marriage, you'd understand.
Indeed. Let's say, do you know Bill Robbins?
It was a shock. One day he's here and the next he's gone. He and Janet are twins.
Okay.
Oh, him. He's called the office to talk to Bill.
Okay. Well then. Let's go to Big Burger. Yeah, that was the church, that was the graveyard. Is this the parking lot? I should take some screenshots of this and label them all. The Popos. Big Burger. I'm hungry there, boy. You are standing in front of a Black Alley hamburger joint. Sorry, back alley. Nothing unusual catches your eye.
Hi there. How about trying our amazing new triple cheeseburger? Or perhaps a tasty chocolate popper for dessert?
Suggests the cheerful young man behind the counter. Alright. The restaurant is jammed with groups of teenagers and parents with small kids. Okay. Let's see. What is your name?
Nick Goodman. Totally cool name, huh?
I guess. Okay. Weird.
I'm 20 years old. I'm like in college. I only work here part-time. My blood type is A.
Yeah, just
I live with my
randomly,
parents and my older sister.
randomly pepper that into the conversation.
They were renovating this place the day that dude got killed, so I got off around 3. I picked up Daisy and Ralph later on, and the 3 of us went for a cruise downtown. I got home before midnight.
Interesting.
Yeah, wait a minute. I remember Ralph saying that he had something to do. We dropped him off around 10 near school.
Well, well, well.
I drive an orange Fiesta.
Okay.
You mean the dead guy? Yeah, I knew Janet, his old lady. Like, you should call it the SWAT team to catch the lowlife who killed him.
Okay, well, let's talk about Ralph. Ralphie!
Yeah, we're pretty good friends. He's in Professor Ford's criminal psych class with me. Sometimes we go cruising together. As a matter of fact, we went out a couple of weeks ago.
Well, well, well.
No, I don't know him. No, I don't know him.
Okay. Well, I suppose that's all we need to know right now. Let's go back to Carrington's house. Down here, I thought? Yes. You arrive at the house, yes. Enter.
What is this all about?
Asks Miss Carrington, looking pale and distraught. Wow. Funny you should ask. Bring me Ralph.
Okay, I kind of forgot. I left Nick and his girlfriend at about 10 o'clock. After that, I just took a walk and then headed back home.
Methinks this is getting juicier and juicier. Okay, so we've asked about his alibi. Now we gotta go to the Hungry Fisherman. Hungry, hungry fisherman. One look at you and I have to eat some fish. Oh, and wasn't it somewhere around here? Or maybe I'm just totally wrong. Hungry fisherman. You arrive at the cafe where the victim was last seen. Across the road from the cafe is the Liberty River.
Oh, you. Anything I can do for you?
Asks the owner as he comes out from the back room.
Yes. What is it? Paul Davis.
Okay. Paul Davis, what is your alibi?
I was in the restaurant the whole evening. No, I didn't go out at all until I closed the place at 2 in the morning. I went straight home after work.
Do business at 2 in the morning at a fish place? Yeah.
Now that you mention it, that night when I was closing up, I saw Stanley in front of the restaurant. I was kind of surprised. I wondered what he was doing there so late.
Let's ask him about Ralph.
Sure, I know him. Before his sister's wedding, he had a quarrel with Bill right here in the restaurant.
Uh-oh.
He seemed convinced that Bill would hurt Janet somehow.
Well. Stanley Howard.
Stanley is not a bad guy, but he has a tendency to get on people's nerves. He and Mr. Robbins were always fighting about something. What? Stanley left here around midnight the night Bill was killed.
Okay. McBurn!
He's a big man in town.
Oh boy.
He only owns the Crumley Theater, but apparently he's quite wealthy.
Well then. Sarah Shields.
What do you want to talk about?
Shut up, bitch.
Sarah Shields.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about your alibi.
I was in the restaurant all evening. I left at about 2 in the morning.
Alright.
I try not to think about it. It happened a long time ago, and I would rather not discuss it, thank you. That night I heard Bill mumble Liberty something or other. Maybe he was referring to the bank.
Let's try Fred Robbins.
He's been here a couple of times.
McBain.
He owns the Gaslight Theater. He's easy to recognize because he always has a big cigar sticking out of his mouth. Hey, wait a minute. I saw Mr. McBain near the college when I was going home from work the night of the murder.
Ooh.
He might have been coming from the church.
Well then.
He's always putting on an act. That's probably why he gets upset whenever somebody upstages him. I hate him. The night the murder took place, he was here, trying to pick a fight with Bill Robbins.
Ooh.
I think he mentioned that he lives uptown.
Ooh. Remarkable. Alright, well, now it says go to the parking lot. Okay. Go out. Where on earth did Bill Robbins go after he left here? You ask yourself on the way out. Hit the trail. Okay. Parking lot. You arrive at the parking lot owned by the Robbins Trading Company. It doesn't seem to be a busy day at the lot.
I need to see your ticket, sir.
Well, says the asshole parking attendant with a stupid shit-eating grin on his face. Okay.
What is it?
Shut up. God, I'm gonna pistol whip you, you piece of shit. Okay. What is your name?
Hey, Lyman.
Gay Lyman there, boy.
I'm 38 years old.
Yeah, you're not going to turn 39 if you keep that attitude up, you piece of diarrhea.
I'm a parking lot attendant for the Robbins Trading Company.
Let's see, what is your... I'll ask him about the assault.
I finished my shift at 8 o'clock, changed clothes, and went home. What can I tell you? I lead a dull life.
God damn, boy! Okay. And let's ask
I
him
don't
that.
know anything about it.
You sure?
Anything about it. Don't go saying I told you this. Bill Robbins was a cutthroat businessman. Made a lot of enemies. Matter of fact, he and the real estate agent had a nasty argument a couple of days before Mr. Robbins was killed.
Well then.
It's still missing. It's still missing.
Let's see. Move. Now let's go to the Liberty Bank. They were talking about that at the Big Burger. Okay, so that's the church. That's the cemetery. Is that college? And that was Shelley's apartment. McBain. Drag the cursor. Carrington's. Robin's house. Where's the damn bank? Here we are. You arrive at the bank. Oh boy, we get to live at the bank! You look around, but see nothing out of the ordinary. Just your average Jewish banker leering at the money. Woo, money, yeah! Oh, woo! Alright, move, enter. You are greeted by a receptionist. Okay. There are several people inside the bank.
I understand, Mr. Harrow. The president's office is right this way.
Okay. She leads you to a large but nondescript office. The bank president appears annoyed by your sudden visit. Wow. Too bad, so sad, big buddy.
Our bank's business does not concern the police.
Oh, that just concerns me.
Gregory Raymond.
Okay.
I wasn't here the day it happened. I was in New York on business. At the risk of being indiscreet, the H.H. Company is in dire financial straits. I've heard that Mr. Holden has turned to some questionable sources for monetary support.
He's turning tricks in the parking lot at Big Burger. Let's see, do you know?
I've had business dealings with him. He was young but highly skilled. You know, only a few days ago, the construction of his company's new parking lot was completed.
Well, let's ask him about Joe Carrington.
He's Bill Robbins' father-in-law. You know that the land the new parking lot was built on used to belong to him?
Well,
Apparently, he sold it to Bill at a very reasonable price.
hates him, but he sold him a cheap parking lot? Let's try Shelley McDonald.
She used to be Bill Robbins' secretary. She seems like a very capable woman. Mr. Robbins must have liked and respected her because he took her everywhere with him.
She's quite the tramp. Okay. Hey, Tony. Tony Holding.
Excuse my bluntness, but the director of the H.H. Company is a servile flatterer, and it appears to me that his company is financially unsound.
Well then, let's go to this H.H. Company then. You descend the bank's rather showy white marble stairs. Move. Wasn't it? SI Theater. Home Estate Agency. Thought it was somewhere around here. H.H. Company. Let's do it. You arrive at the cosmetics company headed by Tony Holding. On the window next to the entrance is a huge promotional poster. The woman in the poster seems to be staring straight at you.
Welcome.
Says the blonde receptionist with a smile. The smell of cheap cologne hangs in the air.
Sorry, the boss isn't here, but maybe the general manager can help you. Please step this way.
Alrighty. You are shown into a large office. The general manager looks at you questioningly.
Well, detective, what is it?
Now, ask Michael Holding.
Michael Holden,
Okay.
30 years old.
Oh, young.
I'm the general manager here. I have type A blood.
Well, a lot of people know that.
My father, Tony, my mother, and my wife, Kate.
Alibi.
I was at home. As soon as I finish work, I always go straight home. I can't think of anything else worth telling you. Just do your best. Kate has been really upset over this.
Okay. Ah.
My car? I drive a white Mercedes. Why? Business? I don't know exactly, but I guess it's going okay. Business?
Okay. Let's try the White Hawk Club.
It's a horse riding club. You know, we used to be cousins. We were going to call it the Red Rum Club, but we didn't want people to confuse it with the old Red Tie Club.
Okay. Let's go to the real estate agency, it says. Now, please God, no! Home estate agency. You are standing in front of a small real estate firm. You notice a few posters advertising houses for sale.
Can I help you?
Asks the owner in a low voice. Well, who could this be?
What do you want with me, Inspector? Joe Carrington.
Well, the man in question, Joe.
That night I was supposed to meet a customer here. The person didn't show up. I waited until 10 o'clock and then gave up and went home.
Do you know Bill?
I was a selfish man. I hate to say this about my daughter's husband. He had it coming.
Well.
I can't stand arrogant like him.
Ooh. Interesting.
Fortunately, I'm a very healthy man. I haven't been to a doctor in years.
McBain.
I've never had any contact with him.
Well.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
I did see Mr. Holding when I was leaving work that day. He was in a big hurry.
Well then.
I know next to nothing about Martha's previous husband. Martha doesn't like to talk about it, and I don't press the matter. I don't drive. It's going fairly well, thank you.
Okay. Let's go to the holdings. Leave the real estate firm. Let's move. I thought it was somewhere around here. The holdings. You're standing in front of the holdings house.
How can I help you?
Ask Tony Holding about management and Sally McNally.
We're going through a difficult time, but the management is stable.
Susie McNally.
You know, I almost forgot. I've seen her and Bill together downtown.
Well, now. McBain. I think this is the first time that I'm probably going to go there. I think this is his place, huh? Nope. Yes. You're standing in front of a big old house. You notice that this house is in need of a fresh coat of paint, huh? It's dilapidated. It needs to be condemned.
What do you want?
Asks the man at the door brusquely. He puffs on his cigar and coughs in your face. Yeah? How about I give you a blast of smoke from my 9mm? Okay. Let's go to James McBain.
Go away.
Fuck you.
James McBain. I'm 56 years old.
Yeah, you won't live long after that there, boy. What about alibi?
The night Bill was murdered, I met Edward and we had a few drinks. That's it. The whole story. What's it got to do with me? It's none of my business, but I'll tell you what I know. You must have heard about Bill having a affair. Well, he was fooling around a lot. He's a friend of mine.
Well then. Okay, exhausted that then. I'll be back. Oh man, okay. So that was Shelley's, that was the Carringtons. This is the college, yeah. Church, parking lot. I need to go to Stanley Holdings apartment. Stanley Howard. Stanley Howard's apartment. Let's go. You arrive at Stanley Howard's apartment. Nice place. It's an attractive neighborhood. Yes.
Who are you? What do you want?
Ask the shifty-eyed man who answers the door. Go to Stanley Howard's apartment. Ask Stanley Howard.
What's this all about?
Jeez, why so combative?
Stanley Howard. I'm a novelist. You must have heard of my book. Disco Inferno, Dancing with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight. Caused quite a stir when it came out.
Oh yeah. What's your alibi, boy?
I went to the Hungry Fisherman for a few drinks, and then I went straight home to my apartment.
Well then.
I didn't steal any car. Come on. I didn't steal any car. Come on.
Do you know Bill?
I have nothing to say that would be worth your time or mine. Yes, it's true that we've talked a couple of times over at the Hungry Fisherman, but that's about it.
Let's go to the Bigger's store. Is it here? Yes. Okay, you're standing in front of the store. There's a sign on there reading Bigger's Store. Enter.
Welcome.
Calls the owner from behind the cash register.
How are you, sir?
What is your name?
Danny Bigger.
Alright.
I'm 60 years old.
Healthy living, you
I
know.
own this store here. My blood type is A. I have a wife, daughter, and a son.
Okay.
I closed the store at 8 o'clock, as always, and did some scrubbing up. I was home by 9 o'clock.
Red Tie Club.
Mystery novel fanatics, wasn't it? They wore red ties to their meetings for no reason I could figure out. Yes, it must have been 20 years ago.
What about, do you know Janet Robbins?
Janet shops here sometimes. I always thought she looked kind of sad, moving red.
Interesting. Let's go to the Hotel Grand. I thought it was somewhere over here. This one, maybe? Nope. Yes. Hotel Grand. Let's enter.
Welcome to the Hotel Grand. What can we do for you? Robert Osborne.
Okay. I'll ask him about Shelley. Shelley!
I remember her name. I think I've seen her with Bill Robbins a few times. She's got long blonde hair, doesn't she?
Let's ask about the Red Tie Club.
Well, the Red Tie Club. I've heard the name somewhere, but I can't quite remember.
Maybe a good old pistol whip will jog your memory. Maybe loosen a few teeth, huh? Maybe give yourself cauliflower ear suddenly. Let's see. Go to other place. Guest room. You again. Ask Manuel Barkley about alibi.
Okay, so I did leave the hotel the night of the murder, but I didn't have anything to do with the murder. I just took a walk. I'm telling the truth. Please believe me.
Maybe. Go to Robbins' company. Alright. Let's move. Great. I was trying to see if there was a map in the instruction manual, but there wasn't. Robbins' company, here we are. Alright, you arrive at the trading company that the victim used to run. Enter.
Still more questions?
Yes, the employee asks, looking annoyed. Yeah, we've got a bunch of questions.
If it's about the deceased CEO, you should ask the president. He's in the back room. Please step this way.
Yep.
Edward Robbins.
Ask Edward Robbins about Red Tie Club.
Well, I forgot. Hard to remember that sort of thing.
Tony Holding.
That guy has no managerial skills.
Okay. Go to Downs Hill Cemetery. Oh. Let's go to Downs Hill Cemetery. You arrive at the entrance to the graveyard. Cool wind is blowing. Cold wind.
You surprised me.
Says the man wandering among the graves. Creepy as fuck.
Wilbur Ford.
Okay. Do you drive a Ford?
I'm 48.
It's a rough 48.
I teach psychology at Hoolington.
Alibi.
I was in the psych department study room preparing for a discussion group.
Okay.
There were a lot of people in the room with me who can back up my story. That must have been about 20 years ago. I have a couple of questions I'd love to ask the members of that group. If only there was a membership list.
Alright. Let's go to Simon Randall's clinic. Thought it was over here. The Randall Clinic.
What's the meaning of your visit?
He asks you. Ask Simon Randall.
Simon Randall.
Okay. About Joe Carrington.
I've never really talked to him.
Well then. Go to Home Estate. Okay. Really, whoever's selling this guy gas is making an enormous profit. Move. And I thought that it was up here. Home Estate. Yeah, first try, okay.
Oh, you again.
Says the owner, looking displeased.
Joe Carrington.
Janet Robbins. Do you know Janet Robbins?
I was opposed to their marriage from the start. Janet was mesmerized by that sweet-talking peso. He just wouldn't listen to reason.
Well then. Alright, next is Shelley McDonald's apartment. You know, it'd be cool if you could, like, you have so many menus for everything here, but you have to search and select on an unmarked map where you want to go. You could just open up a blue menu like this and just select anywhere. Then again, quality of life improvements like that would take a long time to come down the pipes, don't you know? Oh boy. Go to Shelley, was it down here or something? Shelley! You stop in front of a white concrete apartment complex.
I've already told you everything I know.
She says with exasperation. Well, the voice actress didn't really convey that. Ask Shelley McDonald about... What is your name? Yep.
Shelley McDonald.
Shelley McDonald. Ah.
I don't know. Nobody came here and I didn't go out.
Well then. Do you know Stanley Howard?
He has a bad reputation with the Amateur Writers Society. He's conceited, but it's not just that. Apparently, he was involved in some shady deals in New York.
Well then. Go to Stanley Howard's apartment. Okay. Thought he was somewhere around here. S. Howard, Stanley Howard's apartment. Okay.
Ah, you again.
Says Stanley Howard with disgust. Stanley!
Stanley Howard.
Ask Stanley Howard about alibi.
I'm telling you the truth. I was a bit drunk, so I went to bed immediately. I don't know anything about Bill Robbins.
Now, James McBain. McBain! No. This guy here. You are standing in front of a big old house.
You again.
Yeah. You detect a note of sarcasm. Yeah, you think? Well, I'm going to ask that
We
alibi.
left here at about 10 o'clock, and then I went to bed.
Well then. Looks like it's finally time to head back to the station and pack up what I've got so far. There we go.
How's the investigation coming along? Well, hang in there.
You got it. Okay. Get the search warrants. I see. Let's save for the first time in a long time. No.
If you feel it's going nowhere, try something new.
Okay. Don't have any evidence, but we've done a lot of interviewing, gotten a little bit of information there. Oh yes, that's right. I guess I should have seen this. There's a letter that I'll get to.
You mean to tell me that you don't know who the murderer is yet?
Yeah.
Well, if you keep going at this pace, people are going to lose confidence in you. Solve this.
Listen, I'm so sick and tired of you, Taylor, you dumb bastard. Leave me to it and let me take my time with it, okay? Yeah, you're gonna regret talking all this shit to me there, boy. Solve this, or there's gonna be a lot of angry folks knocking down our doors. Eat me, buddy. Eat me, literally. Get the search warrant, so... maybe
What do
prosecution.
you want now, Harold? You know you have to go through proper police procedures.
I want search warrants. There we go. Alright. Get search warrants for Bill Robbins' house. Bill Robbins'
I
house.
understand. I'm going to give you a search warrant. You had better not make me sore. You hear me, Harold?
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do? Throw your glasses at me? Okay, so we got Bill Robbins. Now let's do Edward Robbins.
I understand. I'm going to give you...
Yes, we've got Edward Robbins. Let's do the holdings. the holdings.
I understand.
Okay, we got the holdings. Let's do Dr. Randall's house.
I understand.
Okay. Let's do Stanley Howard's apartment. S. Howard's apartment.
I understand.
Okay. The Carringtons.
I understand. I'm going...
Okay, we got the Carringtons. Let's get McBain.
I understand.
Okay, got McBain. Now Shelley.
I understand. I'm going to give you a...
Alrighty. So, I do believe that is a fair time to cut this video. Okay. Well, let's go out. Alrighty. So, boom, boom, boom. Actually, we're going to have to be here to save. Save. Alrighty. So, we're on number 36 of the walkthrough, so we need to go to Bill Robbins' house. Alrighty, so I have been Skwatter of the Sprites Templar. So far, this has been JB Harold's Murder Club, and I'll come back to you soon. Peace.